Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, and today I will be reading Multi-Character Extraordinaire by me. So let's get into it. Neuvillette. Neuvillette was kind of tired as of late. He had a lot of responsibilities to deal with, especially since Verena was no longer working with him in the court and no longer the Archon of Fontaine. So, a lot of things were rather overwhelming. You could tell that he was stressed as the Hydra Dragon Sovereign, and you aimed to try and lessen that amount of stress. But little did you know that being with you and getting to rest by your side would be a great remedy for whatever he was going through. As you sat on the couch and watched him come in, you smiled at him tenderly, your heart softening at the sight of him. "Welcome home, darling. Is everything all right?" You ask him, and he nods silently, taking off his boots and sitting next to you. "Everything's fine, but I am quite exhausted." You frowned a little bit. You never want to see him sad or tired or exhausted in any capacity. If anything, you just want him to be okay, and to make sure that he's never stressed or going through something without you being able to help him. And as he sits close to you, wrapping his arms around you, he apologizes in advance. "Wyon, I'm very sorry. I just need to rest a little bit," he whispers, and he seems very drained as he says that, already tired from what he's accomplished all day and all the things he had to get to. And before you know it, he's laying his head on your thighs and sleeping there. You're quite stunned for a little bit, but you couldn't help the way that your heart melted at the scene. It was quite cute, seeing how Neuvillette was able to fall asleep in a matter of minutes just by being in your arms. And the way he decided to use your thighs as pillows was definitely questionable, but it was also cute of him. He's never been so bold like that, but it must mean that he's lost a lot of care that he usually put into things, and that means he's tired. He's not really paying attention. Not that you initially wanted him to be formal about everything. You would much rather he feel like he can be welcome to do anything with you, because you do accept that. But it's definitely different from how he usually behaves. And that's when you start running your hand through his hair, humming softly to him, and hoping that your lovely Hydra Dragon gets to rest and sleep, because right now, it's very much what he needs. And seeing him smile as he seems to relax even more, his body no longer tense. You know you're doing quite a good job at being his lover and doing your best to make him well rested. Risley. Risley always liked it whenever you were wearing shorts, because then he would get to witness your beautiful thighs and see them in all their glory. And he was not someone who would tell you to hide them. He may be jealous sometimes and even possessive to an extent, but he knew your limits and his own. He also knew that no one could really do anything, and he was very secure. He didn't feel like he was going to lose you just because of someone who would leer at your body, although he never wanted anyone to look at you either way. But he was never afraid of someone taking you away from him. Regardless, you were not going out today, so thankfully he did not have to worry about you. And he knew that the beautiful sight in front of him was for him and him alone to witness. And that definitely made it very special, as he gave you a soft smile. You look amazing, darling. Mind if I rest a little bit? You may, but what's that got to do with me? You ask him, tilting your head, feeling quite confused. But he does not respond. The only warmer response you get from him is him patting the seat next to him on the couch. And after some pondering within your head, you decide to sit next to him. And soon, he takes your hand, kisses your palm, and lays his head on your thighs, letting out a yawn. Oh, this is beautiful. They're better than any pillow I've ever laid my head on. Weasley, seriously now? You say, unable to hide the smile on your face. And he nods, smiling a little bit wider as he takes your hand in his own. And then, after giving it a squeeze, he brings your palm to his lips, giving it a soft kiss, before wrapping an arm around your waist. He just wants to hold you and touch you, be with you as he rests. And to him, that's the best kind of rest you will get. Being with you and still being able to rest his head a little bit. Not to mention, your thighs were definitely softer than most pillows, so he was winning by a lot. And after looking at him and how happy he seems, you can't help but feel happy as well. And you start petting him, and when he turns his head a little bit to kiss your thighs, you're a little bit startled by it, blushing, especially with the mischievous look that he sends your way. But you like it. Honestly, at this point, you may as well like anything that Weasley will do. You love his touch and his kisses, and the way that he smiles at you, knowing that your heart is entirely within his hands, and knowing that his is in your own.